Kanye West could ruin 7,000 video award shows, make 200 808s and heartbreaks, and I would still, and I like 808s and heartbreaks, but he'd still have that record and so many other gems. I imagine when Kanye met you, you were someone who he was aspiring to get to. And so I'm curious about that situation, because that was pretty early in Kanye becoming the Kanye West that we know now.
Well, first, shout out to, I think Kendra Ross is still here. She's singing on that record. She brought all her gospel friends to sing the hook for me.
Big ups, and that worked. That really worked.
When I was working on the Kweli record, Kanye showed up to the studio, and I had never heard of him. I didn't know who he was. And he said he's here to meet Mos Def. I said, you here to meet Mos Def, really? And, you know, he said, yeah, Mos told me he's going to be here tonight doing a song with you. And I didn't know that. I had been waiting on Mos to do a record with me for a couple weeks. But I was like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Oh, he's coming tonight? Yeah, of course he's coming tonight.
Yeah, we're doing a song. And then, you know, Mos didn't show up that night, you know, but Kanye stayed for a couple hours, and he was playing beats. And I think he played Gorilla Monsoon Rap, he played Good to You, and he played that, and no, he didn't play that beat. And that night I bought Gorilla Monsoon Rap and Good to You. And I then went and did my research on it, because this kid got incredible, these beats is incredible to me. Then I seen he did those tracks on Beanie Siegel's album. I think he had The Truth or The Reason or one of those albums, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like, this sound right here is the future. And we stayed in contact over a month. He had to get by a beat. I tried to get it from him. He told me that he was giving it to Mariah Carey first, right?
Thank God, there's a God.
And so then I was banging him, I hit him every day, every day. And then he said he was giving it to Farrell March, right? So then I called Farrell, I'm like, Farrell, you taking that beat? He's like, yeah, I like that beat. I'm like, Farrell, please. When I heard that beat, I knew that beat was made for me. I don't know what it was. It was the last song I recorded for that record. I just knew that was it. It's interesting, the band that ruined it was playing Waiting for the DJ. I haven't heard Waiting for the DJ in a minute. Waiting for the DJ was a very A&R record. You know, that was Jared and Brian. They was like, yo, we got this beat with this hook. I heard it, I'm like, that's dope, I like it. I rapped on it, he was like, this should be the first single. Me and Corey was like, no, this Get By should be the first single. Jared and Brian, we let them put out Waiting for the DJ. It came out, it didn't really do anything.
And everyone thought this. It's so funny hearing you say that, because Waiting for the DJ, it's a dope song. I listened to it in the context of the album. Came in a white sleeve, it was a little white label joint, and it has Bilal on it. Like it's a dope record. But you were like, this isn't the right. You knew that it was a single. That's the thing. It was one of the only times when I've been like, that's a single. And so then what happened with Get By?
Get By, we sort of just we leaked to radio, and we were convinced there was a yo, where's Corey at? Corey, what's the name of that? Whatever the name of that record that A&R dude who said Get By is not a hot single?
Benny Pugh.
Benny Pugh.
Yeah, Benny Pugh.
Right? It was like, nah, that record's underground, it ain't gonna do shit. Fuck that record. Right? And we had confidence in it, so we put it out, and it started bubbling. And big up to DJ Enough, because Enough was instrumental in supporting that record in New York City. And it just grew. It grew from there. Enough really supported it, and it grew from there. You know, 50 jumped on it, did a version of it. Snoop Dogg did a version of it. I had met Jay. Jay had did a concert with the Roots at Lincoln Center, and that's the first time I met Jay-Z. And I asked him to get on. I got his BlackBerry, not his BlackBerry. I got his two-way.
That's the time for it right there.
I got his the two-way.
You beamed him.
I beamed him, right? I got his contact, right? And I remember I wanted him on a remix so bad. I kept hitting him, and he would hit me back like it's real cryptic. Like, no worries, I got it. Got it. Don't worry about it. Like for 3 months. And then one day he didn't even say nothing. He just sent it. Like he just sent it, and it's like the remix. But then Leo did like put a cease and desist on it.
Why'd that happen?
Because he was like, no, Jay-Z, not on this underground bullshit. No. You make way too much money for us to just be rapping on whoever's record. You know.
What did you learn from Kanye? Because he was real young then, but he's obviously turned out to be one of the more prolific geniuses in the game.
The most important thing I learned from Kanye is to never let nobody who doesn't do what you do tell you how to do it. Never let the person in the suit behind the desk tell you that you're wrong about your music, about what you do. You know, Kanye West and 50 Cent, man. When I was in the game in 04, Beautiful Struggle was my, third album? Kanye and 50 were brand new artists in 04. 50 got shot 9 times, Kanye got in a car accident. 2-3 months later, they were the hottest artists in the game. And I'm like, if dudes with no deal who get shot and get in a car accident could become the hottest rapper, and I've been doing this, had a record deal for the past 7 years.
I'm healthy, I'm good.
Right, what am I doing wrong? So that's what I learned from the Kanye and 50 in 04, man. That made me put out Beautiful Struggle mixtapes, that made me get online, that made me just step up my game, really working with those artists.
You mentioned Jay-Z again, and I think Jay-Z had a moment that we were all proud of, that the whole underground was like, yes, at one time. J. Period, do you have that line?
A skilled soul, truth be told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli.
What registered the first time you heard that?
That my name sounds good in the rhymes. Like it's a good name, right?
No, it's so specific. It's so specific, and we all understand it.
I felt honored and blessed for a number of reasons. One, I really think Jay-Z is one of the greatest to ever do it. At that time, it was his retirement album. So I thought like, oh, okay, this will be Jay-Z's last album. Okay, and that song, Moment of Clarity, in that verse in particular, he talks about his father. He really talks about personal stuff. So the fact that he was talking about something personal, and that me and Common were on his radar at that time, really felt good to me as an artist. It's like, okay, I must be doing something right. And you know, and I like what he had to say. I like what he had to say about Common. I like what he had to say about me. And it really, I mean, the fact is that record came out a long time. Jay-Z's retirement record was like 4 records ago, right? So, but every interview that comes up. So Jay-Z understands his power. And when I met him, I said, Jay, from you saying that, really helped my career and really helped my situation. And he said some real cocky Jay shit. He was like, it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And he realizes his power. He understands who he is in his business and realizes what his job is.
That is something that Syph and I affectionately refer to as that Brooklyn bullshit. Take a compliment, just flip it on you. Yo, what do you? I bump into you at a lot of shows, and do you have all my proper information there?
What's that, swag?
Yeah, hold on.